Hello friends. In this video, we'll talk about two of the companies from broking and wealth management space, Angel One and Anand Rathi Wealth. Angel One is diversified financial services company and is primarily engaged in business of stock, commodity, currency broking, institutional broking, provide margin trading, depository service and distribution of mutual funds, lending as an NBFC and corporate agent of insurance companies. If we talk about their total client base, then it was 22.2. Their gross talent acquisition was 2.9. Active client base was 6.1. Number of orders was 471 million. Daily turnover of around 44.4 trillion. And clients are equally distributed below 25 and above 25. So these are the key metrics for Angel One. And as we can see that since average daily turnover is pretty high, so despite being a discount broking firm, it still manages to get good profit out of it. Anand Rathi has a slightly different business model. It was incorporated in 1995. It is a registered mutual fund distributor and is one of the leading non-bank wealth solution firms in India, being ranked among the top three non-bank mutual fund distributors in the country. So, Anand Rathi sort of acts as a distributor of mutual funds, whereas Angel One is a broking company. Group Anand Rathi Group has a presence of 1100 outlets across India and employs around 4,000 professionals. And Anand Rathi mainly has client base which are HNIs and ultra HNIs. In FY24, AUM stood at 57,000 crores, uh, served by a team of around 332 RMs. 60% of its client base have been associated with over 3 years. So there is a large amount of stickiness with the company among clients. And since it only focuses on HNIs and ultra HNIs, it generally helps them to get a good margin since cost of acquisition is pretty low and their investments are pretty high. So it helps them to get more revenue out of it. If we compare their market caps, then Angel One has a market cap of around 23,000 crores, whereas Anand Rathi has around 17,000 crores. So market cap is very much comparable, but P ratio is something which is very high for Anand Rathi and low for Angel One. Reason being ROE ROC is also high for Anand Rathi, and as we already discussed, Anand Rathi focuses on HNIs and ultra HNIs, which sort of help them get a good margin, whereas Angel One is having a very large client base and has a great amount of competition as well. It competes with players like Grow, Zerodha, so that has impacted in a way to get it a lower valuation. Dividend yield for Angel One is relatively high of 1.36, whereas it is 0.34 for Anand Rathi. If we talk about major news related to these stocks, then Angel One stock rally over 4% over reporting Q3 updates. So Q3 update is something which was liked by Street. It reported 11.3% YOI increase in daily turnover. Uh, so we can see there are multiple news related to this surge in stock price because of its Q3 update. Company's client base also increased by 2.6%. So these are few pointers which was liked by the street, and that has resulted into surge in its stock price few days back, but now again it has come down due to market pressure. If we talk about Anand Rathi, then the news are mainly related to the stock price movement and nothing major related to its performance or its update. But still, stock was a multi-bagger mid-cap stock, which raised around 47% in last 2 months, and brokerage still expects it to go even up from these levels. So these are few news related to Anand Rathi. If we compare their valuations, then Angel One is trading at a P which is near its long-term average, and as we can see, growth is consistent for this stock. It is consistent for Anand Rathi as well, but its relative valuation is high, and in fact, stock is trading above its long-term average as well. Talking about their growth rate, then for Angel One, last 5 year sales CAGR is 41% and profit CAGR is 70%. Most of it is driven by the boom which came after COVID in stockbroking space. We observed that so many youngsters have started investing in stock market, and even broader studies also say that despite this surge, there are relatively less number of people who are investing in stock market, even lesser quantity of wealth getting invested in financial assets compared to real estate or gold. And That is the reason why these broking companies, well distributor firms, are still expected to show decent growth in coming years as well, since India has a long way to go and has to play a catch up compared to the levels at which some of the Western countries operate. So this is the reason why company stock did well in last 5 years, and we can observe consistency in sales and profit as well, especially after COVID. They have consistently gone up uh, from 82 crores in COVID year. It has gone up to 1100 crores. So there is a more than 10 times jump in profit. If we talk about Anand Rathi, then it also has a similar trajectory. Though growth numbers are slightly less, last 5 years sales CAGR is 22% and profit CAGR is 31%. So, growth wise, Angel One has delivered good growth compared to Anand Rathi. So the stock performance in case of Anand Rathi is mainly driven by the PE re-rating rather than the increase in its profitability. If we talk about the technicals, then Angel One as is trading at a price of around 2500. It has a strong support near 2000. It acted as a resistance in the past, but now it's acting as a strong support. Stock started going up after these levels. Earlier, it was under pressure, as we can see during this time, mainly because of some decisions from SEBI, which has restricted broking companies to charge brokerage for FNO trades, some part of it, and Street was expecting it to have an impact, and it did have an impact as well, and that has resulted into stock price going down. But then it started going up from these levels. Then it was going up following this trend line, but it has broken down this trend line and is now currently trading at a value of around 2500. So these are few important levels to watch out for. 2000 is definitely one, 3500 is one, and its all-time high of near 4000 is another important level to watch out for in this stock. Anand Rathi has given even greater run up, especially in last 1.5 years. After 2023, stock was trading below 1000, and it has reached a high of around 4500. Stock went up and became around 5 to 6 times within a year. So it was a huge jump, and now somewhere it is started to consolidate. 3400 is an important support level for this stock, and 4300 is an important resistance level for the stock. Current trading price is around 4100. Again, we'll have to see how quarterly results are declared. If they slightly miss expectations, then we can expect it to go down, may test these levels. Whereas if they surpass expectations, then we can expect it to go up, breaking its resistance as well. However, market conditions are also something to be considered here. If they are poor, then definitely it will get reflected in movement of these stocks as well. Remember, friends, this analysis is only for the educational purpose. Kindly do not consider it as a buy or sell recommendation. Kindly do your due diligence before investing in any stock. Thank you.